ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Ready up.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
They run with a third-year man, Chuba Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Black ultra.
A gain of 4.
White.
It's
White.
now 2nd and 6.
Red striker. Blue striker. Set.
Young. On the slant, this is Chark. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Let's go now.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Come on, set. Switch, yellow. Ultra, ultra. Ready, ready.
Sanders toss left side. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Hey,
Hamler, the motion man left.
set, huh?
2nd down, Young. Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, 29 yards. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Now he's free to midfield. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. And that is taken in by Hurst. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, 31 yards. And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
On the ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sanders will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
The York on now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Great run by Gibbs and surprised me by being picked so early in the draft. But the Lions knew when they had the chance to add a playmaker like him, they absolutely couldn't pass him up.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8. Williams, a man in motion right. Another run for Gibbs here. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
17. 17. 17. Hey, 5. Obama. 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 Super 66. Hey, kill.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they'll send Williams in motion right.
Go, 12, go.
Throwing on third, Goff. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Ready.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Young going to move him around. Young now on 1st and 10. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now Young. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Play action. It's Goff. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure, but they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So, nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. In motion goes Raymond. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Hamler now on the return. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ready.
2nd down, back to Sanders. Still going inside the 20. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 5. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw, Young. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Strike 2. Steal. Check steal. Hey, move.
Now Young. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Sanders has got it complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Come on.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Young running the option left. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this This is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York. This from 54 yards away. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Williams. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Patterson now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Back out there to send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here's 1st and 10. Young to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
6, mega.
Now Young. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here's 2nd down.
Hey, check Megan. Ready?
Here's Young. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here we go.
Here's
Here we
a
go.
2nd and 7.
Set.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Young.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force the incompletion there.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Young to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Jack Campbell
In there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
You won.
Now Montgomery running right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down as they bite on 23 more on that one.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Maverick. All right.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Greedy Williams on the stop. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a third down and 6. Big play coming up. Back to throw. Goff.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime.
Patterson's kick is good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not winning for him.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young will set to throw. Now less than 2 minutes to go here in OT in a 3-point game. Now here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on fourth down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Throwing, Young. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home.